evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another beer review with this story. Now, 3 years ago, I was involved in something that happened with this brewery. It was for my dad's celebration of life, and some words got mixed up, and we kind of didn't see eye to eye on what one thing was that we had in the way of a deal, which in a way was a little bit of our misunderstanding and a little bit of their misunderstanding. I also was going through a really hard time having to deal with my dad's celebration of life, so I was a little on edge. And it took me 3 years to actually come back around and want to try a beer from this company. Now, I have always maintained and stated that they really do have a lot of good beers. But the professionalism that happened that day between myself and them was a little less than desirable. And for that, I do apologize. It's taken me 3 years to come around and apologize about this because I really do like the brewery. I really do like what they do, and I really do like the people that run it. They are really awesome. So when I saw these in Cascadia and Victoria, I hesitated. They're my favorite style of beers, but it was ones that I just didn't know if I want to try because of the brewery. So I honestly went back through my emails, I still have them, and had a look at what transpired. And I was harsh. Well, I wasn't harsh per se. There was things, like I said, that were said that should not have been said, or I probably could have handled it a bit better because I was hoping that we could come to some sort of mutual agreement, which didn't happen. So we went our separate ways. But I understand the business aspect of it now, and again, it's taken me 3 years to come back around. So that being said, we're going to look into this beer right here, which is the Quantum series from Category 12 out of Victoria, BC. They've done a lot of label changes. They've done a lot of design changes, which really looks quite nice. It is a single box. It is coming in at 10.5% alcohol by volume, and I've got two of these. This one is a barrel-aged Russian Imperial Bourbon Vanilla Stout. Up my alley. Totally up my alley. We've harnessed a world of flavor within the confines of this bottle. 1 year in the making, the natural richness of our Russian Imperial Stout has leveled up after resting within white oak bourbon barrels on Madagascar vanilla beans to create a sensory experience that is just right. This is the second beer that I've had that used Madagascar vanilla beans. But this one is actually a little bit bigger. So Category 12 out of Victoria, BC, Quantum Series amount, which is a quantum status. The amount which is enough, but not more. Cool. All right. So a gorgeous box, very beautifully done. And it's a 350, it's a 500 milliliter bottle. And this came in, I want to say $17 for this bottle. It's not a cheap bottle. At least I think it was 17. Yeah, it was about $17, I think. So my total purchase for like 5 beers came out to $56. It's not a cheap night. But there we go. There's a beer right there. So let's get this open and let's find out how it is. Nice little smoke coming off of there. All right, so what we've got here is a very dark, thick beer. No light is coming through that whatsoever. We've got a ton of head on there because I aggressively poured it. But yeah, that looks like a very decent beer. And it's a nice gelatin head on there. Nicely done. The smell, not really getting much off that foam. Yeah, there's not much coming off the foam. Okay. Not really getting a bourbon smell like I normally do with other bourbon barrel-aged beers. Not really getting much of a coffee smell or char. And not much coming off that nose. Not too sure about that. I did get a little bit off the bottle. A little bit of vanilla. Now it's on my nose. Well, who knows? It might be good. Let's give it a shot. Cheers, everybody. And to Category 12, it's been a long time. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. Cheers to you guys as well. Okay. That's a little different. Is it good? Is it bad? It's different. The sweetness of the Madagascar vanilla comes off really, really prominently in the beginning. It's got that vanilla sweetness on there. The bourbon oak, it's there. Normally you have a bigger oak bourbon flavor to it, but it's there. The vanilla is what's taking over the flavor in the very beginning, which is a little different from what I'm used to with my barrel-aged beers. That sweetness it's forefront. It is really forefront, and then it comes back to that little bitterness of the bourbon. But I'm not really getting that Russian Imperial Stout flavor. It shows up at the end, but it's there. And 10.5%, you don't get that alcohol. Well, you get that warming. I do get a little bit of a warming going down the esophagus. It's not a harsh burn, it's a warm. That's actually not too bad. I've had a lot worse. The mouthfeel on there is a good medium to almost full body. So it's there. I get the stickiness on my mouth. It's on my tongue. So that's a good thing. You know, give credit what credit is due. That actually is a fine barrel-aged beer. Really, really quite nice. For 17 bucks a bottle though, it's not 50 bucks a bottle. Looking at you, Eclipse. I get that stickiness. I get the full body. All right. All right, you've checked the boxes. You've checked all the boxes that I want in a bourbon barrel-aged beer. And a flavored bourbon barrel-aged beer. That vanilla is there, the bourbon is there, even though it's a little bit subdued. The coffee roasted notes of the Russian Imperial Stout is there. But at the same point in time, they're all there. Everything is there, which is perfect. It's exactly what it needs to be. And the mouthfeel, good, solid mouthfeel. That head is staying on there too, that's different. Definitely has a carbonation as well. So, what's my rating for this? You nailed it. You got it. You did good. You done good. You didn't go done and the other one. You done good. I really do enjoy it. It's actually a very solid beer. Well done. That Quantum Series is something that I can't wait to try the next one on. That one's going to be good because that one is a coffee stout. So, my score is a 4.5 out of 5. This is a really good beer, really solid. I knew I was missing out on something with this place by kind of avoiding them. But at the same point in time, it really works well for the stuff. So if you're in Victoria and you find this beer up on the top shelf of Cascadia, pick it up. Pick it up and have it, because this beer actually is a damn fine bourbon barrel-aged stout. That sweetness, the barrel, the coffee, the char, the thickness, check, 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 and I think one more check. I like it a lot. So tell me, have you had this one before? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts on this beer right here? Again, this is the Quantum Series from Category 12. It is a bourbon barrel aged. This is the Russian Imperial Bourbon Vanilla Stout. Yeah. So, it is actually really good. I don't know when it was made. I don't see any dates of when it was made. 2021 series. But that's all I see. I don't see any dates. No dates. No dates. And no dates. So, yeah. It was made at some point in time. I'll have to look it up and find out. Might find it below if I remember to actually post it on there. Till next time, I am Dan, aka the Western Canadian Reviewer, saying cheers, stay frosty. We'll see you real soon. Thanks again for joining, and Category 12, welcome back to my life. Thank you for... Well, you really didn't care if I was there or not, I know. You've got enough fans there, and it's understandably so. These beers are still that damn good. Till next time, have a great night.